Today's guests voice two adorable little songbirds your preschoolers are bound to be obsessed with. From the new Amazon original animated series Do, Re, and Me, welcome Jackie Tohn and Kristen Bell. Hi, ladies.
Hi. Hello, Kristen.
Ashley, where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey, Weehawken.
A Weehawken girl, sure.
Do you know it?
Well, my friends live in Hoboken. My brother lives in Nutley. What do you care?
So, Jackie, you've created the show. You're both executive producers and have had ridiculously successful careers. What made you decide to do this show for little ones?
Wow. So I think a big part of it is I have my niece and nephews, and I actually went to college for elementary education. So I thought for about 5 minutes of my life I would have a backup plan, and then that went away. But music education, and it has always been something I've been passionate about. And I realized through my niece and nephews that the music and arts education budgets in school were the first things to go and are kind of gone. And my friend Mike and I were like, I don't know why this became our plight. We were like, music education is so important. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for it, if I wasn't a musician. And so we just wanted to figure out a way to bring music to kids and to bring it into their homes. And Do, Re, and Me was born.
It's so upsetting. That. It's so upsetting to hear that the music, systems have, because it's how I found my tribe early on in my life. So thank you so much for creating it. Kristen, how did you get involved in the project?
Well, Jackie has been one of my best friends for 20 years, and I know Michael as well, and they came to literally my living room pre-pandemic and just wanted to guinea pig my kids, and they were like, hey, can we talk to your kids for a second? Do you guys respond to these images? Do you like this music? And I was like, what's this stuff? And they were like, well, we, kind of see a hole in the market. We want to create this show that, feels like entertainment, but is giving kids a music education. And I was like, I'm here. I can help. Me too.
You're like, I sing. Did you know that?
But even more so than that, I was like, I know some business people. I can open some doors. This feels so passionate to me. I have two little girls who, Jackie's, it's not a soundbite. Sincerely, neither of us would be who we are or where we are today without a music education. I was singing opera when I was 12 years old. And the only reason I even discovered acting is because I was given a piece of musical theater music as an after school project studying opera. So I was like, wait, what's this? And they were like, musical theater. And I was like, what's theater music? Oh my gosh, I could be a part of that. I could be an actor. It's really the reason I'm here. And the idea that kids wouldn't have exposure to that when there's so much science and data that tells us that their brains grow in the ways of math, in social skills. There's so many things that are just exemplified by a music education. It's unacceptable to me that some kids wouldn't be exposed to it, even if it's just for mental health. Music has the ability to change the way we feel, to change the way we think. And so the idea that kids wouldn't have it was unacceptable. We said, how do we get it? We partnered with Gaumont, this amazing production company, and Amazon, and created this whole world where, Jackie wrote 52 original songs with David Schuler, our other writer, and we were able to span all these different genres because, kids love music. They like music in the car, but it's not just Baby Beluga and it's not just pop. We are representing reggae and jazz and Olivia Newton-John style from the 80s and blues, and why those styles are important and how they've contributed to, world music. And then we have apps that will go along with the show where kids can make their own music. And that brings people together. Jackie sits and plays music with her family, her dad still. I play music with my girls. It's like a bonding family moment. There's so much good that comes out of it. There was that, not to just keep ranting, but there was that amazing documentary Alive Inside where they brought headphones to Alzheimer's patients and they put on their favorites, like Frank Sinatra, 5 minutes of it. And the grandma would take the headphones off and she would be online for 5 minutes. She'd look up and go, recognize her daughter, recognize her son. Music does things to our brains that is, you cannot quantify how important it is. And this show will sneakily give your child a music education and as Jackie likes to say, not want to make you put the TV in the microwave because the songs are good.
My husband and I are always arguing about music, and we find like we're curating the best kids music around. So thank you for creating some music that is a little less going to make me put something through my eyeball.
You'll be able to stop curating because you will have a 52 song playlist, Carrie, to take you through the year.
My kid we were watching it together in preparation for this. I'm sorry, you got a sneak peek, but he is totally into it, very excited. And, what I love about this Amazon partnership, it seems like the best company to work with because of the toys, because of books, because of, the mobile app, the guides. Was that all initially a part of the plan, or did that kind of just happen?
In a dream world, yeah, because the goal, we didn't just have a great entertainment idea. We had an entertainment idea that had a passion behind it and an education aspect behind it. So it was a little more paramount than the things that I've worked on, where I'm just like, oh, let's make a really fun show. It was a little more akin to The Good Place, where there was a mission behind it. Mm-hmm. And then Gaumont was an amazing production company, and they were like, we really think Amazon would do the job. And they really, because of the multimedia aspect of that company, they had the ability to get it in front of people. Not just, look, I had to pry this guitar out of the almost cold dead hands of my daughter this morning. I was like, I need it for the shot. So it's not just this that allows kids, something representative of something they know and love to take to bed, to be able to plunk music on. All of these little dolls like sing, but it's also the applications that they can, everybody's got to rely on screen time, whether you hate it or love it. At some time or another, it is a necessary evil. We figured out a way to make it a little less evil, because there are these apps where they can make music and create music, and they will think they're just entertaining themselves, but their brains are growing. It's like when you find the perfect puzzle game on your phone and you don't mind handing your phone to your kid because you know that they're like spelling. It's like that great feeling.
So, Kristen, in addition to this project, you've obviously done some projects that no one's heard of, like Frozen and other things like that, just really under the radar stuff.
Sure.
Has being a woman in Hollywood and raising girls changed the kind of projects that you take? I'm raising a daughter, so this is stuff that I think about all the time.
I wouldn't put it like that. It hasn't changed the kind of projects I take, because, when my children were born, I was on House of Lies, and I got that question like all the time, because that was a definitely an R-rated show. And I was like, no, because House of Lies isn't going to be the first thing I show them. And also, I'm an adult female woman, whether I have kids or not. Like, I have a sexual life, whether they want to hear about it or not. Like, I am an adult female woman, and my autonomy is not taken from me just because I've procreated. So I don't think it's changed the kind of projects that I take, but it has given me it's broadened what I'm exposed to and what I feel like I can add to the entertainment or education industry. Like, I now watch all these shows with my kids. And so sometimes I come down on a Saturday morning if I've slept in and I'm like, what kind of garbage are you watching? You know what I mean? And I'll just ask them, and we talk about shows of like, is this an entertainment show, or do you think your brain is growing? And I just want to separate that for them, because I want them to know you're allowed to zone out. And if you want to watch a totally like a zone out movie or a show, I'm in for it. But it's always great if your brain is growing. So I think what it's done is broadened my ability to see where I can be helpful in the holes in the market in the kids industry.
It's so important that you talked about that you are still yourself, because that's the main reason why we started Momtourage, is because we were just like, hey, we're not just moms, we're these people that we were before. And it's important to continue to do that, to be a good person and a good mom.
And you have to tell other moms that too. You have to because there's so many ways that they cut you down. The amount of times that they tell me that like, oh, what do you smell like? Or like, or they'll come up to me and they'll go like this, there's lipstick all over your face. And I just feel like a monster. And I'm like, no, I'm going to be with some women who don't think of me like a mom, and I'm going to feel those feelings for a while. It's important to have both.
Oh God, I have chills all over, because this is like resonates with us on such a deep level. Jackie, along with American Idol and Glow and so many other successful things that you have done in your career, you also played a young Fran Drescher on The Nanny. So thank you very, very much for doing God's work. I love it so much.
How did I?
Oh, that's so good. What was that experience like for you? Feel free to answer in that voice if you'd like.
I will do you a favor and not answer in that voice. I'll do you a hot solid. That was my first acting job ever. So I've been in this business since I was 9 years old. And The Nanny was my first gig when I was, I think, 12. And I played a mini Fran. And what was actually really funny is I got the part because I was walking around Long Island, sort of already talking like that, but then watching the show and sort of really putting in a little more in there, Mr. Champion. And that's why I got it. And then when I got there, they were like, hey, note from above, don't do that voice. And I was like, why am I here? They flew me from New York. Like, they could have picked a little California kid who couldn't do the voice. And that was like my first sort of real Hollywood lesson of like,
whatever gets you in the door, that's showbiz.
You literally got the part because of a thing you could do. And then when you do it, they're like, don't do that. You're like, I'm confused. Cut to Do, Re, and Me, where I'm like, oh, I know what I'll do. Work with my friends and create my own things. And then I can write the music and voice it and then EP it and then make a bunch of my own decisions. And then now it's now.
Yes. Okay, so
I know we don't actually know you both on a personal level, but I would like to so much. I just wanted to put that out there because you are our people, both of you.
Come over.
It feels right.
Love it.
Oh, and look at that bow. Love that bow. Okay, so we ask all of our guests this thing, which is, what is the number one thing you think everyone should outsource if they have the means to do it?
Well, I have recently learned the skill of delegating. As a woman with, as an actor, the reality is I'm a contractor, right? So I have like the Do, Re, Mi job and work for and with Amazon. And then I'll have like, if I'm on The Good Place, I'll be working for and with Universal and NBC. I have 16 different employers and is it hard to keep straight because there's 10 different people on each team. It's 160 people's names I need to know at all times. And I will say that what I've learned about delegating is anything that doesn't require like nuance to it, you gotta delegate that. And some of those things are also like, some of them are ones that I hate delegating because I am really empowered when I'm domesticated. When I'm taking care of my shit at home, I don't know if we can swear, sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Please, we welcome it.
Okay, fuck this. No,
yes.
When I'm being domesticated, I like feel great, but I have had to delegate of like asking my sister to come over and be like, I'm too busy today, can you pack the kids' lunches? Like, there are a lot of skill sets that don't require the nuance of my business brain. And so like literally things like the dishes or food or asking someone, can you prep dinner for tonight, or ordering out, like it's going to be different for everyone, but things that don't require the nuance are the things that you should be delegating or outsource. Were you talking about family life or were you talking about business wise?
Whatever speaks to you the most, that is an aspect of your life that you're like, it would be better if someone else handled this.
Yeah, and so that can look different for every, like I imagine most of your listeners are moms, but like they can look different for everyone. If like you are always behind when you're blow drying your hair, like you're getting this amazing blow dry, Ashley, and you have a friend that does it or someone you can hire, great, go to them twice a week. Like, let them do it. Don't be the hero and try to do everything. If it's something you know someone else has a skill set, it's also, what I've learned about this is that when I'm able to super focus on work, I'm drastically overpaid. And so then I can take how much money I'm overpaid with and give money back into the economy for all these people that like, I'll take my car to the car wash or I'll have someone come wash it here. That took me a very long time to learn because I like to do everything for myself. But yeah.
Ashley just learned how to do the blowout just recently. She's doing a great job.
True.
It looks so good. As long as it doesn't stress you out. If you love it, great.
Need that time. Ladies, thank you so much. You are just, seriously, I really want to be your friends. And that's okay.
Thanks for being real people as well as being amazing artists.
Yes.
You're invited to be our friends.
Oh, we would love that.
Thanks for
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, Giles.
Bye.
Bye.